Hey everybody. So we're about to check out this house behind us. It's a 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath, 4,300 square feet, and asking price is 600,000. So you can see it behind us, 2-story. Let's see if we can get a view of the neighborhood. So this is the newer phase of Fox Hollow. There's a lot of new builds up and being built currently. So even next door, they're just finishing up on that one. So now here's a view of the home we're going to look at here shortly. Again, it's 600,000, 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath. It's got a study, game room, a few other things. And this is by Bloomfield Homes. That's the builder on this one. I love their garages. You'll hear me say that almost every video. I love their garages. I love the fact that they're not just putting up those white panels. You know, the lights from the exterior through the interior. You're going to see that they do upgrades. And then you have your privacy glass front door. It's rain glass. And if you guys have been watching some of my other videos, this is the same floor plan on another one that I have toured. When you first walk in, you've got this little balcony over the upstairs secondary loft, second floor loft. And then when you first come in and turn, you have a traditional office. And I say that because it's got the French doors and no closet. So no closet means we cannot call it a bedroom. Obviously, you can put a wardrobe in the corner against a wall, and it could be a bedroom if you needed it to be, but that's not included in the 5 bedrooms. All right, so once we get around this corner, here's the first actual bedroom. I'll point out, each of the bedrooms does have a fan, and this one always throws me off because it's got its own bathroom in here, tile surround, going vertically, and then your closet's right here, guys. And then across from that, you have your half bath, which would service for your guests. And then another closet here. And now we're starting to get into the main part of the house. To my left, you'll have the stairs. We'll head upstairs after we finish the first floor. So you have formal dining area, separate from the rest of the open concept. As you get around, that's the wall that separates the dining from the rest of the open concept. You'll see this fireplace. I like this one in particular. It's even different from the other one that we looked at. Because it's got that polished tile, so it's got that nice reflection. It's nice and smooth and clean all the way up, and they actually don't even have a hearth. That's that piece that sticks out the bottom that, as a kid, you like to sit on. It doesn't have that, and it kind of makes it a little bit more clean. And for me, I just like that look a little bit better. It gives a little bit more modern look. In addition to that, they have these high windows that help let in light, not just on the first floor, but also the second floor, because you'll see it's got that opening up there when we get up there. So you have 2 stacked windows, as I like to call them, and then you get into the kitchen. I like this kitchen in particular because it's got some contrast. You see the dark cabinets over the lighter floors, and the light countertops and backsplash gives it that perfect contrast, in my opinion. So you have an eat-in kitchen. Sink is almost always on the island with Bloomfield Homes. And then it's hard to see since it's a little bit darker, but you've got a little bit of a nook there for your seating, for your bar stools, chairs, whatever you use to kind of tuck under when you're not using them to eat there. You've got a walk-in pantry. I believe it's about 4 or 5 steps in. I've done it on a couple of the other videos that have that same similar pantry. And then under cab lighting, plus very different backsplash than you're typically going to see on a standard new build. It's got the gas cooktop. This build in particular is typically Frigidaire, so they'll do a gas cooktop separate, and then you have your microwave oven and actual oven in wall. And I'll say it again, for those of you who haven't watched the other videos, it's great for large parties, big families that like to cook together in the kitchen, holidays, because somebody could be working on the cooktop while somebody else is working on what's going on in the oven, while someone else is rinsing vegetables or doing whatever, or the kids are crafting holiday stuff or eating snacks, and everyone can kind of be in here without it seeming overcrowded. So let's go this way. Back behind here, you have your laundry area, mudroom. Through that door is the garage, and you'll see you have a nice little bench to sit, put your shoes on. Got built-in coat rack, and then of course the actual garage itself has, there's actually 2 water heaters on that pedestal, and then through that door you can get into the backyard behind the fence. You don't see that on too many of these, but I do like that feature. So then call it a mud room, because if you come in with muddy clothes, just came mowing the lawn, whatever, you can actually just kind of throw your stuff in the laundry right here without traipsing it all the way through the house. So across from the mud room is the primary retreat. You'll notice the nice deep niches in the windows. I didn't point it out in the other rooms, but if you want to go back and look, you'll notice that's another trait of Bloomfield. Again, fans in all the rooms. Masters normally have fans, or primary normally has fans, but the auxiliary rooms may not always have fans with some of these builders, but Bloomfield does a good job of that. Then you get into the ensuite bathroom, separate tub, shower, and you'll notice the shower has a little bit of a ledge right here. It's about 6 inches. That stops the water from coming through the rest of the bathroom and eventually getting to the carpet if by chance that shower drain got clogged somehow. This is my favorite setup for vanities. It's a dual vanity, and they obviously face each other, back each other. It creates that infinity mirror look. If you look in one, you see yourself an infinite number of times, but it creates, you really do feel like you each have your own space. I don't know about you married ones out there, but I know my vanities are next to each other, and sometimes I walk in there and my wife's stuff has made it all the way to my sink, across my sink, and to the other side of my sink, which means the whole counter's hers. At least this way, you have true separation, and your spouse can't play the, oh, I don't know how that got over there card on accident. So through here, you'll have linen closet. Across from here, it's just, you're just gonna have your toilet, so you still have privacy, even though it is, a dual vanity, all that. You still have privacy where it matters. And then inside here, you have your nice walk-in closet. And behind this door is one of my favorite features of this model in particular, these builders in particular as well. It leads you right back to that laundry room, garage. So again, this is the primary suite. And then let's go ahead and head on upstairs. It's got a switchback staircase with a little ledge to put, decor, trinkets, your kid to leave his juice cup, whatever works. And then you get up to the secondary living area. This is considered the game room or whatever you want to make it. It's very flexible. And this is what I was talking about, those windows. They help bring the natural light in upstairs when you don't have the lights on. But it also gives you a great overlook of downstairs. It allows you to communicate with people downstairs. You can yell instead of trying to call them and come all the way upstairs to let them know that dinner's ready. So here we have the media room. Usually it's pre-wired. You can see the wires hanging out there. And then just next to the lights, you'll see those capped boxes. That's typically for surround sound setup. Ideally in this room, you're going to put the TV here because they have that plug halfway up the wall. So that way you don't have to worry about running cables and you can hide the cables. And then you'll see again, they've already got a few other things pre-wired. It's got a closet up here, which is very convenient for those that like to hide all their equipment. Or, you know, you can make it a game closet, whatever. You could just throw a little cabinet here, throw all your electronics, you know, DVD players if you still got one of those, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever it may be. And then you can have everything in there hidden and then just run the wires back and around. So takes that extra work that you typically have to put in. If you know what you're doing, you don't even have to hire someone to do it. If you don't, I obviously recommend hiring a professional. And then before we get to the rest of the bedrooms, you have that overlook of the front door this way. And then you have a Jack and Jill. So it's a Jack and Jill, even though it's kind of a half Jack Jill thing going on. These two rooms up here face the front of the house. You'll see the closet door right there in the corner. And then as you walk into the bathroom, you have just a vanity. And then you head back out to the hallway. Or if you go around, you have a bathroom here. Again, the nice vertical tile surround. So I know it's a little tight, so I'll give you again. So that's the door we came through. And then you flip there, and then there's the other vanity that leads into the other room. So this is very convenient if you have, you know, multiple people in the house up here. You still have access to your own sink, and the only thing you have to share between these rooms is the toilet / shower. So that way, again, if it's time for bed for one person, they can get ready for bed, brush their teeth. Even if someone's in the shower or using the restroom, they don't have to wait on them like I used to have to do for my brother when I was a kid. You know, if you got kids of different ages, bedtime's different. So that gives you that ability to work through that without disturbing someone who's sleeping in the room next door. And then, so here's where the fifth bedroom comes in. I believe the last one I showed, the same model, did not have a fifth bedroom. So this is that extra space that you're seeing. Again, this is, I believe, almost 4,300 square feet. The other one I showed, I think, was 3,700. So this is where that extra square footage is this secondary ensuite retreat. So definitely enough room for a king and then some. You've got a closet over here and another closet over here. You'll see that door that is to the attic, but it makes it very convenient for workers or anyone who needs to get into that attic without crawling around. So yeah, this one has its own soaker tub, dual vanity, shower. It's not as elegant as the true master, the true primary, but I would not be complaining if I had this one as a kid, teenager, even grown adult, you know. So that's that extra space that you're getting by the other floor plan. For the most part, everything else was pretty similar. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this one. Let me know what you think. If you're liking what I'm doing, please feel free to comment, send me a message, send me an email, hit me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and let me know if there's anything particular you'd like to see, especially if you're moving from out of state. Definitely let me know if you'd like to do a tour of any of these types of homes that I've been showing. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. See you guys next time.